guys, we just got this this X6 Pro. Got it together, and it ran pretty bad. You know, super lean as they send it. And this one right here is a little bit different than the past ones we had. The carburetor, they have something that looks like a rivet in the carburetor. This, see if you can see that. This is what you're actually going to have to get out of the carburetor to start working on it. I didn't know if it was going to come out, but they actually come out pretty easy. Just get some pliers, you know, you can pull them out. Now, the bad thing about this carburetor is a lot of people just buy new ones, and I can understand why now. Is you got that, and then there's a little plug that goes on the side right there. The rubber plug comes out. You use a screw or something, you know, it pops right out, not a problem. But the other part down here, you know, where you have to make your fuel adjustments, right? That thing's hot. I actually had to grind it out because they put brass plugs, you know, in the past, but now they put a really super thick brass plug in there, and then they bend the aluminum over. So I'm like, you know what? This right here is almost a battle against the greenie. So I'm gonna go ahead and run with this and see what we can do instead of just buying a new one. And so I went ahead and just took the float out of it and put it on the grinder and ground it down. Then I could actually get that brass plug out of it. Okay. Well, once you get that done, then you got these weird little jets, right? This is your pilot jet in it. And it's kind of like, I think that's a Kean regular jet right there. It comes with a 35 and an 82. And it's really lean. I don't know if that makes it better or not. But at any rate, what I ended up doing is I haven't got anything like this, but I had a bunch of 35s laying around. So the first one I tried grinding it off and ended up plugging a hole. So next one I just clipped off the small end right there, and that worked fine. And this 82, it's kind of a standard jet, you know, for a Kean, I guess. And I went from an 82, the smallest one I had was 100. And believe it or not, I went from a 35 pilot to a 38, and from the 82 to 100. And I'm gonna say that it could probably still be a little bit richer. You cannot adjust the needle on these either. Okay, well, that being said on that part of the carburetor, if you're expecting Honda quality, because I thought these were Honda images and some stuff, but no, you know, it's got the weird gear shifter pattern on it, neutral's at the bottom. Cannot get it in neutral while it's running. The clutch changes a lot. We've only got about, I don't know, 20 minutes running time on this thing. Clutch changes a lot while you're running too. Like right here, you pull it in, and right there is where it's starting to engage. And it's changed, you know, since that little bit of running. But now it actually engages about there. So you got all that play right there in it. And let's say, you know, it warms up and it acts a little different. The clutch just changes on you. Another thing too is, you know, most bikes, because, you know, we've raced motocross, you know, years and years. This bike, you're not going to be able to pull a whole shot with it. It's impossible because of the way the gears are on this bike. Normally, you know, what you would do is you'd come out in first gear if it's got a high first in it, or second gear, maybe even the third gear like on a 450. But anyway, you come off the line in first gear with this thing, and then you'll, you know, keep it pinned, pull the clutch and snap it in a second, never come off the throttle, right? No, you cannot shift this thing without coming off the throttle. It's impossible. Okay, another thing is too, you'll see back here, these holes right here go all the way through on these welds. So I don't know how strong this is gonna be. And you think these bolts are like Honda bolts, right? They look nice and stout. Well, they're painted. The paint chips off of them. And you're like, okay, that's actually got a, you know, it's got a threaded swing on it. No, it's not threaded, it's just a hole there. There's also not a washer even right there to give it additional strength. So this right here just kind of, you know, just going to kind of float. But anyway, you know, kind of get over that part of it too. You know, because look, this is a great price point bike. Let's see if there was anything else that was worth mentioning on it. Oh God, it's got a huge gas tank. The fuel tank on this thing, I think, is off of like a CRF 230. Is what it looks to be. And so the rest of it, though, you know, I'll say it's okay. Oh, the gear shifter. Yeah, we're getting another gear shifter too. This thing is just kind of, I don't know. My daughter don't like it. We got the bike for her, and she rides. She has a 150R, but we're having a lot of problems out of it. Right now, we're waiting for a camshaft to come in. Chain slipped on it. Took out all kind of parts. But any rate, it's a gorgeous bike. It's about the same size as the 150R big wheel. You know, that's what she rides. She's 5'2", and you know, she has to kind of sidestep the bike to work with it, but that's what she likes. And she likes this. Also, my grandson, he has a 125, a CRF 125, and his is stronger than this bike is. It'll outpull this bike. No, anyway, I'll go ahead and let you see what it does with the jetting that's been done to it. So you got a key over here. You got two positions, one for lights and just one for start. And I do this with one hand. I don't think I can do it with one hand. But anyway, you can see how quickly the clutch starts grabbing on it right here. It's pretty close to perfect. I'll say that. It's pretty good. But anyway, this is kind of what you're getting, and carburetor be kind of your choice whether you want to fight it or not. I just don't like giving up that easy. So anyway, very smooth, you know. I think the gearing's kind of high on this thing too. Wow, give it a shift down at least. I guess under power it won't let you shift, but just piddling like this it will. Go ahead and go give it, tuck her away. Okay, even hit neutral as long as I'm going. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it. It is a gorgeous bike though. Take care.